penal colony either, but I am not going to speedwalk. What is this speedwalking? You know we're going the same speed.
Stop it. It's to conserve energy. Section 31 does this.
There have been a lot of changes that have occurred to Section 31 in the past few years. So much so that I really need to construct a video breaking down the new information, going in depth about the changed organization. But that's not this video. This video is about how Bashir was ultimately defeated by Section 31. For those who need a brief refresher, Section 31 started out originally as an organization that was connected to Starfleet Intelligence, the Dark Ops branch, if you will.
I'm heading up Section 31.
Well, you were always more comfortable in the gray areas, my friend.
There are always lives at stake. That's what keeps us employed. See, we do what we do, so you can do what you do.
Far from what it would become, the institution's roots were basically a known entity that would do things that good men just couldn't. Captain Pike even commented on its unfortunate necessity. The clandestine group didn't hide in the shadows during the early eras. It had starships, bases, and even an entire chain of command that dictated their next steps. Section 31 would begin to rely on technology too much though, and ultimately, after almost destroying the galaxy, be reformed.
We don't submit reports or ask approval for specific operations, if that's what you mean. We are an autonomous department.
The Black Ops would seep into the shadows and wouldn't fully make the populace aware of their existence until the end of the Dominion War. This war was the one that had the meeting of Bashir and a Section 31 agent with the assumed name of Sloan. The two would both work with and against each other until ultimately Section 31's plan to poison the Founders was uncovered. This would have the unfortunate side effect of also impacting Odo. Bashir ends up tricking Sloan, capturing and gaining the information needed to cure the disease. The official records have stated that Sloan died that day, but again, I remain dubious. A video for another time, for sure. No, this short video will discuss what happened after the cure had been found and the Great Link saved. Once Sloan was dead and Odo cured, Section 31 doesn't appear again during the Dominion War. But the question is, what actually happened to them? Of course, it's brought up, and Starfleet officially said they were appalled at this and will get to the bottom of it, which they never did. But where do we go from here? Well, I think the actual answer lies in, believe it or not,
your friend is a specially trained secret agent for Starfleet Black Ops.
Lower Decks. Now, to be clear, we don't really see Section 31 at all in Lower Decks, not to my knowledge at least. However, what we do see is the crew of the USS Cerritos and how they react to Section 31. From everything that can be ascertained, the institution is now either somewhat of a joke or the boogeyman that creeps under your bed. Starfleet officers will talk about what is required to work within Section 31, the physical requirements. And they'll even be so worried that the organization lurks everywhere that even other officers are thought to be a part of the organization. From history, we all learned that the best way to hide is in plain sight. What if Section 31 went on a campaign of making itself known again, but this time as a rumor, as a joke? The most open secret the Federation has. Starfleet, the pinnacle of all the galaxy that helped defeat the evil changelings, has a secret organization dedicated to defending them, and they are worse than the Tal Shiar. Why, of course they have agents on the Enterprise F, didn't you know that? How else was a mega warship from the Romulans that had hellish radiation defeated so easily, if not by them? And did Data actually die? Do we believe the official story? Not only that, I've heard that Section 31 has agents in every government, and even the juice bars. The Tal Shiar is a Section 31 front, your mom's a part of the Tal Shiar, and your dad is a part of Section 31. The Ferengi are obviously paid off by the Black Ops. It all makes sense, once you think about it. And in the end, if that's truly what happened, and Section 31 is such an open secret that everyone either accepts it or makes fun of it, then that is how Section 31 ultimately beat Bashir. Bashir had wanted to expose them, to remove them from the Federation. But Section 31 exposed themselves. And in a galaxy where Section 31 exists everywhere, it exists nowhere.